In recent news, a horrifying occurrence occurred in the Caribbean involving prison escapees accused of murder after stealing a yacht. The local community is in shock over this horrific incident, and there are now questions regarding the security protocols used for maritime operations. However, authorities have been putting forward great effort as the inquiry progresses to guarantee both the protection of locals and guests, as well as to bring justice to the victims. Welcome to True Crime. Let's get started. Overview. A Virginia couple set sail for what was supposed to be a dream retirement. The couple were believed to be dead, according to the authorities, after 3 escaped convicts took over their yacht. Ralph Hendry and Kathleen Brandel's relatives said that both of them were enjoying their retirement years on board their yacht. The family reported spending summers in New England and enjoying the Caribbean's pleasant winters. The couple were last seen by their boating neighbor at a dock in Grenada on February 18th. The neighbor reported the couple and their boat were missing to the authorities early the following morning, and the events that would happen next have left a family devastated and searching for answers. According to the police, the couple's boat was allegedly stolen by 3 escaped convicts. Later on, Simplicity was discovered 80 miles far away, but Kathleen or Ralph was not there. However, in that scenario, the boat may serve as the best option of transportation for the inmates. It's a means of escaping, particularly from an island. A plane cannot be hijacked unless the pilot agrees to fly it for you, but it is not the same thing when it comes to boats, because the prisoners saw people aboard. Unfortunately, they thought, let's take the boat. What truly occurred? The couple from Virginia, who were described as seasoned sailors and experienced adventurers, were living out their retirement on a yacht they called Simplicity, when, according to their family, their final voyage took an unthinkable turn. On February 18th, according to Grenada police, the criminals broke out of a police holding cell. They hijacked the couple's catamaran when it was moored at Grand Anse Beach, near the police station where they escaped. After that, the suspects sailed away and left the yacht on a beach on the nearby Caribbean island of St. Vincent, which is located in the north of Grenada. However, escaped inmates were then recaptured by police in St. Vincent in February 21st, but the bodies of the victims are still missing. Police said there were indications of a violent battle on the yacht, and they believed the pair had been thrown overboard. During a news briefing, Royal Grenada Police Commissioner Don Mackenzie stated that the couple was most likely disposed of at sea, which brings a low probability that they were still alive. The prisoners. The disappearance of this yacht was connected by the Royal Grenada Police Force to the escape of 3 inmates on February 18th. That was the day that Kathleen and Ralph's family stopped communicating with each other. However, what do we currently know about the inmates who escaped? The men were imprisoned on severe charges that included rape and robbery. The 3 suspects were a 30-year-old sailor named Ron Mitchell, a 25-year-old farmer named Adaba Stanislaus, and a 23-year-old jobless guy named Trevin Robertson, were accused of capital murder, escaping lawful custody, robbery, and kidnapping. Additionally, Stanislaus also was charged with 1 count of rape, according to a statement from the Royal Grenada Police Force. According to the police, all of the prisoners were from St. Andrew and had all been jailed in December on suspicion of violent robbery. Authorities said that after Simplicity was reportedly abandoned in St. Vincent and that the ship's interior and decks had been looted, there appears to be a violent struggle on the boat. There seems to be blood on that boat. It's unclear exactly what happens at this point. The actions. But it appears that they were killed. By February 21st, the authorities had taken all 3 of the inmates into custody. And with no sign of the couple, the police almost suggested that they were killed during the hijack. However, how did they escape the jail? Did they bribe someone to get released from that prison? Of course, none of that will bring comfort to the victims, their loved ones, or their families. In fact, an inquiry must be conducted. I believe that an inquiry into how they managed to escape and why they selected this particular boat is necessary. Furthermore, they need to find out how deep those waters are and should use divers to search for their bodies at the bottom. Even though the pair is said to be dead, investigators said that they will keep looking for them. Others. But what more do we know about Kathleen and Ralph? Their family claims that the couple has been married for about 30 years. They were experienced sailors who had even given up on their house 10 years prior in order to live permanently on a yacht. Kathleen and Ralph were part of a tight-knit blended family that would travel together. In addition, Kathleen had just become a grandma for the first time last year. Kathleen turned 71 on the day the abandoned Simplicity was found. Nick, Kathleen's son, stated that his mother and stepfather had spent years organizing the vacation, which would have been their first Caribbean cruise, and that they were taking every safety measure possible. The statement. Kathleen's son, Nick, and Ralph's son, Brian, sent a joint statement to Law and Crime in which they said, in part, that Ralph and Kathleen lived a life that most of us can only dream of, sailing the eastern coast of the United States, living on their home simplicity, singing, dancing, and laughing with friends and family. That's who Ralph and Kathleen were, and that's how they will be remembered in our hearts. We are grateful to have been raised by the strongest people that we will ever know, and we hope that we can follow in their footsteps and strive to be even half as wonderful as them. While the end of their life may have been dark, they brought light, and that light will never be extinguished from the hearts and minds of the people who knew, loved, and cared so deeply about them. We are ever hopeful that justice will be served. Findings. To locate Kathleen and Ralph, authorities must reduce their search area. But this is difficult because water covers 70% of the planet. Water is therefore a large area. So, they would take the last point that Kathleen and Ralph were seen, and then where the boat was found. Thereby, they drew a line between those 2 points, and each of them could be anywhere along that line. So that will run sonar along that line. Yeah, it is to determine the depths of the area. Additionally, conducting those kinds of searches becomes much more difficult if there is more than a few hundred feet of water involved. However, if it contains only a few hundred feet of water, you can use a sonar to scan that area and determine whether there are any possible targets. The couple's family will keep looking for answers on what happened to them, who were supposed to be peacefully living their dream golden years. In a joint statement from Kathleen's and Ralph's sons, say they are still mourning the loss of their parents and staying hopeful as the investigation continues. However, the 3 escaped prisoners are not currently facing any charges related to the couple's disappearance. Finally, however, it's important to note that this is not exclusive to this lifestyle. Many individuals lead this lifestyle and do it safely for the remainder of their lives. This couple was in the wrong place at the wrong time. When prisoners escaped from prison, they needed a way to leave the island. A boat was the ideal mode of transportation, and that was the case. In fact, people need to prioritize their own safety and take necessary security measures, but it shouldn't stop them from living enjoyable lives. In addition, this horrifying incident has shocked the entire area and brought attention to the risks associated with escaped criminals and their potential for violence. This particular incident is an alarming reminder of the need for effective jail security protocols and the importance of preventing escaped prisoners. Now, this is the end of this video. Our thoughts and prayers go out to those involved. Be sure to be a True Crime subscriber and hit the bell icon to never miss another True Crime video. Leave a comment and a like to show your support. Until next time, stay safe, and if you have a true crime story you would love to see, please be sure to leave in the comments below. We look forward to seeing you in our next video.